Celeste. Hey guys, it's Turner4590, and welcome to my current game of the year. Yeah, I know it's a little bit early in the year, or only a little bit into the second quarter, I guess, but this is Celeste, and this game is fantastic. As someone who loves platformers, it's my favorite genre, this game is fucking awesome. Let's just get that out of the way right now. This game is awesome, and it is also balls to the wall hard. So I've decided to I always, if you're a fan of the channel, you'll know that I'm always bragging about my platforming expertise, and I haven't really shown that skill off really in any of in like large quantities throughout all the games I've played. So I decided, you know what? Let's buckle up and play one of the harder platforms I've played in recent years. And we're going for 100%. So let's just get this train rolling. Get this rock a-climbing. Okay, so all you have to do is press the climb button and you're good to go. Oh, and start a new game. So yes, I'm giving you a promise right now. This file right here will be duplicated by however many freaking parts this is gonna take. Hopefully with less deaths than that. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, let's go. Okay, and right into it. So yeah, this is Celeste. One thing you might notice immediately if you have heard of the game Towerfall, this game has a very similar art style to that, and that's because it's the same developer, Matt Makes Games. So right off the bat, let's just leave, because we don't want anything to do with this mountain. Curse you, invisible wall! Okay, well, I guess we're not. Also, apparently we drove here, okay. I hope... I hope the car ride wasn't that deadly. But I'm sure this mountain won't be anything too bad. That was dangerous. Moving on. So throughout the game, you're going to be running and jumping because it's a platformer, and you can also climb, which is going to be extremely useful. While climbing, you might notice that Madeline will start... come on, Madeline. Cooperate with me here. Or I need you to fail for me. There we go. You might notice that, well, obviously when I was, fuck, I'm an idiot. You will notice that you start blinking red. That's because your stamina is running out. It's an invisible gauge, but throughout the game you'll get a sense of like how much time you really have. And some stuff with climbing drains stamina faster than other things. For example, you can wall jump in this game, and wall jumping takes no stamina, so you can use that to your advantage in some later parts. So. I like the Banjo-Kazooie-esque or and like Okami-esque gibberish they've got going on here. Yeah, it was pretty scary. Oh, laughing in my face, are you? Her expression is totally mimicking mine right now. Just pure disdain for the elderly. Damn. Oh god. I can literally see the pixels! Good luck seeking help on this mountain. See ya. Oh god, you're still laughing at me? Oh, I can't win. Oh god. Okay, she's not kidding about the mountain being dangerous. Oh. Oh god! Save me? Oh, okay. Easy peasy. And if you're wanting an explanation for how she just has this magical dash power, you're in the wrong place. Yeah, of course we can do this. We just beat the first level. This game's supposed to be hard. What are you talking about? That was easy. There was only like 2 hazards in the prologue story level, of course. Okay, chapter 1, Forsaken City. Let's climb. Go away, Fi! I don't need your help. Okay, first real level, and you'll notice this is significantly more spikier than usual. So throughout the game, you're going to be just running, jumping, dashing, and also collecting strawberries. Strawberries are, to make a comparison to another super hard platformer, like Meat Boy, they're basically the bandages from that game, where they are completely optional, but they are usually harder to get than the main path. So you have to be you have to keep your eye out for them. Also, there are some gimmicks sometimes that they throw with strawberries. For example, winged strawberries, well, I should probably demonstrate, will fly away if you dash. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to take our first death because I had to demonstrate that. So, death number 1, keep a count, or just pay attention to the game because it does a very good job of keeping count of all your deaths in this game. So you might also notice that when the strawberry, you grab it, it follows you. As soon as you touch solid, safe ground, then the strawberry will be collected. So you can't do suicide strats with the strawberries. Like, you can't grab it and immediately die. You have to grab it and survive. Also, throughout this game, you're going to be seeing a ton of secret passages. They are littered everywhere. And of course, they'll provide hidden collectibles like strawberries and some other things as well. That's not anything. That has to be something. Whatever. Anyway, I will be going for 100%, like I said. But with the but with the strawberries, I will just try and collect as many as I possibly can throughout the level. And if I miss any, then I'll do one big backtracking spree towards the end of the playthrough. One thing that your ears are probably hearing right now as well is this gorgeous soundtrack by Lena Raine, I'm pretty sure her name is. And again, like, saying an indie game has a good soundtrack is sort of a given nowadays, but this soundtrack is really, really good. And you get some really great remixes. You get some great songs in the base game, as well as later remixes we'll be hearing in some of the trickier challenges of the game, let's just say that. That crystal that we just picked up, the green crystal, refreshes our dash. So as soon as we dash into it, or just jump into it, then we get 1 dash back. You can just imagine the crazy stuff the game's going to make you do later with that. And who are you? Sup? Did you crash in this plane right behind us? What, like a mountain? There's tons of them, buddy. Like, you must have missed Grandma down there. Unless she's not real. It's very possible she's just a ghost. A very jovial ghost. Oh, hi. Yeah, I've got a lot on my mind. Like 1,001 spikes right now. Just everywhere around me. Mm-hmm. Oh. That's actually not too far from me. I live in Canada, by the way, which is great because this game has a lot of Canadian love because it was made by Canadians, so that's nice. Well, with a name like Forsaken City, who wouldn't want to live here? Oh. Oh, really? Where's your equipment? Oh. By the way, this is any of the story in this game, like talking to NPCs and stuff, is also completely optional. So if you're just here for the platforming, you can just be on your very merry way, and you don't have to actually talk to anyone that much in this game. So again, the story is there for those who want it. That being said, this game has a good story, so we're going to be doing, like, getting the most out of it. Yeah, if you tried. You could just take your camera out, zoom in really far, and like point at the summit, and be like, I went there. This is me. You could just like draw like a little stick figure on top, like that's me. Yeah, that. The best audio that the NES could buy. Okay, well that's all Leo has to say for now. I'm sure we'll never run into him again. Frickin' ghosts everywhere on this mountain, man. Fuck! I didn't even see that. That's so freaking... They put a yellow hazard sign right next to this, too. Those bastards. There's a lot of detail in the background of this game. It's really cool. Anyway, one cool thing that you were hearing right there is one amazing thing the soundtrack does is it's extremely dynamic. So depending on what you're doing or what portion of the level you're in, the music will seamlessly transition into another part of the song. And again, you'll be seeing that a lot. Also, be on the lookout for breakable walls, especially since there's multiple kinds of breakable walls. It's not just the same looking breakable wall every time, so you gotta keep an eye out, as well as like secret passages and stuff. Also, don't die. That would also help. There we go. It's fun because this, if you think this looks hard, then it's like, well, this isn't even remotely close to how hard the game actually gets later. So it's fun to actually go back to the game and like see how easy these beginning sections are, even though they might have given me a little bit of trouble before when I started the game. There we go. So yeah, as you can see, this even the first level branches out quite a bit, and right here we actually have a little bit of a secret. So I could solve the secret right now, because this game has, I guess, Fez-esque puzzles, but I'm going to save that for later, and just give your mind something to think about for later in the playthrough. Gotta keep you invested in what's happening, because you know this game's awful, so I have to do everything I can to keep you watching, because the game's certainly not gonna do it. Anyway, that was a joke, by the way. Another easy strawberry up here. I mean, it's not that easy, but you know, I'm a genius, so you do what you do. Also, another one up here. I don't remember any of this stuff either. This is just me so gone. There we go. One thing to note, by the way, is that one cool thing is that the dash, whenever you dash, your hair turns blue, and whenever you touch the ground, or whenever your dash resets, your hair turns red. So that's a very easy visual indicator of when you have your dash is, well, your hair is either, if your hair is blue, you can't dash, and if it's red, then you can. So it's just, again, really smart design. This game should be in a fucking, like, it should be in a school of, like, teaching good level design, because it's, again, very, very solid all the way through. Okay, we're making a pretty good progress right now. Oh, this one's gonna be a little tricky. There you go. As you can see, you can momentum and physics are definitely a thing when it comes to the platforming in this game, so I was able to get a little bit of a boost because I'm not sure. Okay, I know what to do. Let's do this. There we go. Perfect. Gotta get a little bit tricky sometimes. Okay, speaking of physics-based, let's fly! And, can I... Oh, you can't... Oh, right, that's one thing that's... I remember kind of being annoyed at some points, but you actually can't... That was really close. You actually can't drop through platforms in this game, which can be a little annoying sometimes, but... again, all the platforming and stuff is designed around it, so it shouldn't be too bad. Also, one thing you just notice is that we just, like, jumped right through a set of spikes right there. And that's because, even though, like, we went through the spikes don't hurt you on the way up. Oh, I didn't notice there was flat ground right there. Oops. The spikes don't hurt you on the way up, so I was able to springboard went a little bit further than I wanted to. I was able to... Fuck. Madeline, if you're dying on this much on the first level, that's a really bad sign. I just thought of a fun idea. How about, at the end of every level, I will compare the amount of deaths I had, in this playthrough compared to my first playthrough. That'll be fun. It gives me something to do. Anyway, another super easy secret right here. And this is one of the more interesting secrets of the game, because this is a B-side room. So, in every single level, there is a hidden cassette tape. That was... I didn't even know what was going to happen there, and I still nailed it. Freaking pro. Anyway, in every level of the game, there's a hidden cassette tape that unlocks a B-side level, which is essentially a Super Meat Boy. Again, very... similar style games. This one has a little bit more of a story than Meat Boy, but I digress. You unlock a harder version of the level called the B-side, and they are really fucking hard. let's just say that. And it can't possibly get any harder than that. Don't worry. B-sides are the highest of the high in this game. As for doing the B-sides, which we will do, obviously, I will save that again for the end. So we'll do the whole story, and then we'll save the B-sides for after. Especially since that's a better difficulty curve, because, trust me, if you go from this level to the B-side of this level, the increase in difficulty is significant. I'm pretty sure the intended way to play them is after you've beaten the main story. Because, yeah, they don't mess around. There we go. I wonder how we're doing for strawberries right now. Like, if we missed a significant amount. By the way, so, like, right there, if I had have jumped as soon as the lift brought me up, I would have died, definitely, because the spikes... Because it would have maintained... Oh, shit. It would have maintained the momentum, and I would have just flung myself into the spikes right there. Nice! I knew there had to be something there. Again, the game is very good at showing you where the secrets are. I only missed a handful of strawberries in my first playthrough, but again, thankfully, the game is really smart, and the way the game tracks what strawberries you have and what ones you don't is really, really handy for people like completionists who want to get everything. So if you miss any strawberries, it's really not a big deal. The game makes it very easy to go back and get them all. And that does it for the first level. Those who perish in the climb, like me, very, very many times. Actually, I'm going to take a guess how many times I died in that level. I'm going to say 4 times. That's my guess. Oh, we've earned this little bit of rest. God damn it, bird. Squawk! That's my exact opinion when I decided I'm gonna 100% Celeste again in front of a microphone with the LPer curse in full effect. I'm screwed, aren't I?